Hello students, welcome to OMSAS Academy. Today we are going to learn class 10th Maths Chapter 1 Real Numbers Part 11 Solutions of NCERT Textbook Exercise 1.4. Hello students, welcome to OMSAS Academy. Today we are going to learn exercise 1.4 of textbook. So the first question says that without actually performing the long division, state whether the following rational numbers will have a terminating decimal expansion, okay, or will have a non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. Is it clear? So we don't have to divide it by long division process. We have to directly say that whether the rational number will have a terminating or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. So how can we judge this, friends? We have already discussed in the previous video the theorems, theorem number 1.6 and 1.7. What does they say? That theorem 1.6 says that if the q, that is in p by q form, q will be in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, then it will have what? A terminating decimal expansion. And the next theorem says that if the q will not be equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m, then it will have non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. So let us start, friends. The first example, first one is 13 upon 3125. So what are the prime factors of 3125? Fast, 5 6 are 30, 1 2 5 2s are 10 and 5 5s are again 5 125s are 5 25s are 5 5s are and 5 1s are. So we can write this 13 as 13 upon 5 raised to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So here what is your q? Q is 5 raised to 5. Is it clear? So it can be expressed as 13 upon 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 5. Here there is no 2 present over here, so we can write into 1. So anything 2 raised to 0 is what? 1. So we can express it as 2 raised to 0 into 5 raised to 5 also. Okay. So what we will write here? Q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Or we can write as 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Okay. So in this form, q is in the form of 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. So it will have terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. Okay. Here q was in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Therefore, it will have what? Terminating decimal expansion. Where my m I can write as where m is what? 0 and n is what? 5 over here in this case. Okay. So now move to the next question, that is second question. What is second question? 17 upon 8. Here also 17 upon 8. What are the prime factors of 8? It is 2q. Okay. So अकेला 2 है, यहाँ पे अकेला 5 था. So in this case we can write as 17 upon 2 raised to 3. 5 नहीं है, तो what we can write as 5 raised to 0. There is no other prime factor other than 2 and 5. Okay. So here also we'll write the same statement. Okay. But only q in q the power m and n varies. Here what was the power of m is 3 and n is what? 0. Is it clear? So we'll repeat. I am not writing this all again. It is the same. It will have the terminating decimal expansion. So I am writing only this one. Terminating decimal expansion. Okay. Here also q is equal to 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. So it will have a terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear? So next third one is 64 upon 455. 64 upon 455. Now what are the prime factors of 455? 5 9s are 45, 5 1s are 5, then 13 7s are 91 and 7 1s are 7. So we can express it as 64 upon 5 into 13 into 7. So here friends, instead of 2 and 5 in the value of q, there are another two prime numbers present over here, 13 and 7. Okay, so we have to directly write it as what we will write, that here q is not equal to 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Therefore, it will have what type of decimal expansion? Non-terminating and repeating or recurring decimal expansion. ठीक है, बहुत सिंपल है, सिर्फ आपको जज करना है q की वैल्यू 2 raised to m और 5 raised to n है, then it will have a decimal terminating decimal expansion, and if q is not equal to 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n, then it will have a non-terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear friends? Move to the next question, that is fourth question, 15 upon 1600. So what are the prime factors of 1600? 1600 can be prime factorized as 2 800s are, 2 400s are, 2 200s are, 2 100s are, 2 50s are, 2 25s are, 5 5s are, and 5 1s are. So 15 upon how many 2? 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 raised to power 6 into 5 raised to power square. Okay, so here there is no other prime number in the prime factorization of q other than 2 and 5. So here we can say that q is equal to 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Therefore, it will have what type of decimal expansion? Terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear friends? Now next question, fifth is 29 upon 343. So 343 is a cube of what? 7. 7 into 7, 49 into 7 is 343. So here in place of q, it is 7 raised to n. We need what? 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Apart from this 2 and 5 as a prime factor, there is 7. So here we will write that q is not equal to 2 raised to m and 5 raised to n. Therefore, it will have what? Which type of non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion? It is very easy friends. Now we move to the next question, that is sum number 6 of question 1. You have to just mention that whether it is terminating or non-terminating. You are not asked to find if terminating, then what kind of decimal number is it? Okay. Now see, in the sixth sum, sixth question is 23 upon 2 raised to 3 and 5 raised to 2. Is it clear? So, in this case, is it a terminating or non-terminating? The number itself suggests that it is a terminating decimal expansion. So here we can say q is in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Okay, so therefore it will have what? Terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear? You can write the values of m and n also, 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Then next is 129 upon 2 raised to 5, 5 raised to 7 and multiplied by 7 raised to 5. So what kind of decimal expansion it will have friends? Yes, it will have a non-terminating and repeating. Why? Because here in place of q, it is another number other than 2 and 5 as a prime factor, that is 7. Okay, so here it will have what? A non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. Okay. non-terminating and repeating. Okay friends, now we move to the next part, that is 6 upon 15. Now 6 upon 15. In this case friends, वैसे देखें तो if we factorize it, 6 upon 15 is what? 5 into 3. Okay, so here in place of q, it is apart from 2 and 5 there is 3, but here it is not in the simplest form. So these 3 we can cut, 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So it will become what? 2 upon 5. Okay, so first of all what we did, we converted into simplest form. Okay, and then whatever is remaining, they should be, p and q should be co-prime numbers. So now these are co-prime numbers. Is it clear? So here again we say that q equals to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Okay, and in this case what will be 2? 2 will be 2 raised to 0 and 5 raised to 1. So in this case this is also what kind of decimal expansion? Terminating decimal expansion. Is it clear friends? And the ninth one is 35 upon 50. Again this is a sum in which it is not presented in the simplest form. So what we will do is, we will have to simplify it first. Okay, so how we can simplify it? We can deduct it. 35 upon 50, 5 sevens are and 5 tens are. So left part is what? 7 upon 10. So we can write it as 7 upon 2 into 5. Okay, so again here q is presented in the form of 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Therefore there is no other prime factor other than 2 and 5 in place of q. So it will have terminating decimal expansion. Okay friends, now last sum of this, that is 77 upon 210. Again friends, this is not in the simplest form, so let us make it in simple form, that is 7 11s are 77, 7 30s are 210. So it is what? 11 upon 30, and if we prime factorize 30, it will be 2 into 3, 6 into 5, 30. So apart from 2 and 5, in place of q, we are having also 3 as a prime factor. So directly we can write here q is not equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Therefore it will have what? Non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. Is it clear friends? So it was very easiest question. Now we move to the next question of this exercise, that is question 2. So friends, question 2 is related with the first question. It says that write down the decimal expansions of those rational numbers in question 1 which have a terminating decimal expansion. Right friends? So we have already solved question 1. Now see these numbers, the sum number of 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9, they had a terminating decimal expansions in question number 1. So we will be writing the terminating decimal expansion. Okay, in the first question it was just asked that we had to mention whether it has a terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. In question 2, in whatever the sums we had a terminating decimal expansions in question 1, we have to find now what will be the terminating decimal expansions. So let us find friends. So 13 upon 3125 was written as what? 13 upon 5 raised to 5. Okay, so to find the terminating decimal expansion, what I need is, I need to make 2 and 5's powers balance. So here there was no 2 present, it was 2 raised to 0. So to make it balance, what I will multiply 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 5 and on the numerator and denominator side. Okay, so it will be what? 13 into 5, 2 raised to 5. Okay, so 2 raised to 5 is what? 2 2s are 4 2s are 8 2s are 16 2s are 32. So 13 into 32 upon this will become 2 5s are 10. So it will be 10 raised to power 5. So what is 32 into 13? 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 1 2s are 2, 3. So 6 11 4. So it will be what? 416 divided by 10 raised to 5 is what? 1 lakh. 5 zeros. Okay. So it will be 1 2 3 and 2 zeros. That is 00416. Before that it will be point. So 0.00416 is the terminating decimal expansion of this question. Is it clear friends? So इसमें बहुत इजी स्टेप है. हमें क्या करना है? 5 और 2 के जो पावर्स है वो सेम करने हैं. यदि 5 में मिस हो रहा है समथिंग तो वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 5 रेज टू दैट मच पावर, एंड इफ 2 में कुछ इतने मिस हो रहे हैं तो वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 2 रेज टू दैट पावर. सो यहाँ पे 5 रेज टू 5 वाज देयर. 2 में पावर 5 जो है वो कम पड़ रहे थे बैलेंस करने के लिए, तो हमने क्या किया? हमने ऊपर नीचे न्यूमरेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को 2 रेज टू 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया, एंड देन इट वाज वेरी सिंपल टू मेक अ टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन. इज इट क्लियर फ्रेंड्स? नाउ इन द सेकंड क्वेश्चन 17 upon 8 is written as 17 upon 2 raised to cube. तो यहाँ पे 5 का पावर नहीं है तो हम उतने ही 5 ऊपर नीचे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. दैट इज 17 upon 2 cube into 5 cube into 5 cube. So 5 cube is what? 125. So 17 into 125 upon 5 2s are 10 the whole raised to cube. So it will be 125 into 17 will be what? 7 5s are 35, 7 2s are 14 plus 3 17, 7 1s are 7 plus 1 8, then 1 5s are 5, 2 1, 5 12, 6 10 plus 1 11 and 2. So it will be what? 2125 upon 1000. So if I move 3 digits before, it will be 2.125. This will be my answer of second question. So this is my terminating decimal expansion of second sum. Now moving to the third sum, 15 upon 1600. So 1600 was what? 15 upon 1600 I can deduct it with 5. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. 1 0 2s are 0 0. So it will be what? 3 upon 320. If I prime factorize it, then what are the prime factors of 320? 2 160s are, 2 80s are, 2 40s are, 2 20s are, 2 10s are, 2 5s are, and 5 1s are. So 3 upon 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 raised to power 6 into 5 raised to power 1. Is it clear friends? So in this case, now which has a less power? 5 has a less power over here. So what we will do is 3 upon 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 1 was there. So with this we will multiply again 5 raised to power 5, so that this becomes 5 raised to 1 plus 5 is what? 6. So ऊपर न्यूमरेटर में भी मुझे उतना ही नंबर मल्टीप्लाई करना है 5 raised to power 5. Is it clear? 5 raised to power 5. So it is what? 5 5s are 25 5s are 125 5s are 625 5s are 3125. Okay, 625 5s are what? 3125. So 3125 into 3. So 3 into 3125 upon this will be 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 6. So that is 2 into 5 is what? 10 raised to 6. Okay, it will become what? 10 raised to 6. क्योंकि ये दोनों का पावर्स एडिशन होगा तो 1 plus 5 it will become 6. So 2 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 6 is what? 10 raised to 6. So in this case 3125 into 3 is what? 15739. So it is 9375 upon 10 raised to 6 is 10 lakhs. Okay, so answer of this will be 0.123456. So it will be what? I am writing above over here because I don't have a space. So it is what? 0.009375. Okay, the point will be shifted from last to 6 digits forward. Okay, so there were 4 digits, plus 2 more digits will be 00, and then there will be a point. So 0.009375 will be the terminating decimal expansion. Now we move to the sixth question. Sixth question is 23 upon 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 2. Now here highest power was 3. So here what I need is to balance it, I need to multiply 5 raised to 1 more time. Okay, so it will be 23 upon 2 raised to 3 into 5 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 1 on the numerator and denominator side. So it is 23 into 5 upon this will now balance. So it will be 2 into 5 whole raised to 3, that is 10 raised to 3. So 23 into 5 is what? 115 upon 1000. So from last I have to shift the point 3 digits forward. So it will be what? 0.115. This will be your terminating decimal expansion. Then 6 upon 15. Now 6 upon 15 can be simplified further. 3 2s are and 3 5s are. So it was 2 upon 5. So to make it terminating decimal expansion, what I need is, there was 1 5 over here. So I need to multiply 2 raised to 1 on the numerator and denominator side. So it will be what? 2 into 2 is what? 4 upon 5 into 2 raised to 1 is 10. So it will be what? 0.4. So that will be your answer. 35 upon 15 can be simplified further. 5 7s are and 5 10s are. So it was 7 upon 10. So prime factors of q will be 2 into 5. They both have 1 power only. So here directly we can write 7 upon 10 is what? 0.7. Is it clear, friends? So hope you have understood this question. Now we move to the next question, that is question 3 of this exercise. So friends, now let us start the last question of this exercise. It says that the following real numbers have decimal expansions as given below. So you are given the decimal expansions of real numbers. Okay, there are 3 decimal expansions given. In each case, decide whether they are rational or not. So first what we have to do, we have to decide it whether they are rational or not. Okay, and if they are rational and of the form p by q form, then what can you say about the prime factors of q? Is it clear? यदि वो रैशनल होंगे एंड वो p by q फॉर्म में होंगे तो q के प्राइम फैक्टर्स कौन से होंगे? ठीक है, दिस वी कैन डिसाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ थियरम्स दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी लर्न. ओके, सो फ्रेंड्स, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल we should find which kind of decimal expansions these are. Okay, so type of decimal expansions are first one is which type of decimal expansion? 43.123456789. तो यहाँ पे 9 पे सब कुछ टर्मिनेट हो जाता है. There is no dot 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 और there is no bar sign over here. तो उसका मतलब क्या, ये कौन सा डेसिमल एक्सपेंशन है? It is having a terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion. Okay. Another one, which type of decimal expansion they have? 0.120, 1200, 12000, 1240, 4 times 0 and dot 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 dot. So here friends, there is no number which is repeating over here. So and there is dot 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 means this is continuous further. So it is non-terminating and non-recurring. Okay friends, so we can write it as non-terminating and non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansion over here. Is it clear? So it is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansion. Now here in the third case, 43.123456789, but there is a bar on this digits 123456789. That means these number gets repeated again and again. So it is repeating because we have bar, so it is repeating or recurring, and it is non-terminating. So the answer to this question will be what type of decimal expansion it will have? non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion. Is it clear? So from these type of decimal expansions we can identify whether it is a rational or irrational number. Okay, so we have already learned from the previous sessions that if any decimal expansion is terminating, what kind of number it is? A rational number. It is a rational number. Okay, so first one will be the rational number over here. Making a chart over here. Okay friends, so first one is a rational number. Why? Because any terminating decimal expansion will be a rational number. What about the another one? What will be the another one? Second one is non-terminating and recurring. So in this case it is an irrational number. It is an irrational number. Okay, and in the third case it is non-terminating and recurring. So again it is a rational number. Whatever digits we have bar, okay, so it is a rational number. Now, so these rational numbers can be expressed in P by Q form. So these can be expressed in P by Q form. So what can you say about this? This cannot be expressed in P by Q form. Okay, so here as this is a rational number, it can be expressed in P by Q form. It can be expressed in P by Q form. Okay, cannot be expressed in P by Q form. Irrational numbers cannot be expressed in P by Q form. Okay, and this rational number can be expressed in P by Q form. It can be expressed in P by Q form. Is it clear friends? Now the last part is, what can you say about the prime factors of Q? So in terminating decimal expansion, what can be the prime factors of Q? So Q will be in the form of 2 raised to n into 5 raised to m. Okay, so the prime factors of Q will be what? So 2 or 5 or both. So we can write as prime factors of Q. Prime factors of Q will be 2 or 5 or both. It can be both also. Okay, by which theorem we can prove this? So we know the theorem number 1.5. By theorem 1.5, we can prove this by theorem 1.5. Okay, then this cannot be expressed in P by Q form, so we don't need to answer this question that what can you say about the factors of Q. We have to only answer if and if it can be expressed in P by Q form. So this will leave it blank. Okay, so here in non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion, Q will not be equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. Okay, by which theorem? Theorem number 1.7. Okay, theorem number 1.7 we can prove that whatever there is a non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion, in that Q will be not equal to 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. So what will Q contain? Q will contain at least one prime other than 2 and 5. So we can write over here as, here Q will contain at least one prime other than 2 and 5. ओके, सो यहाँ पे Q की जगह वैल्यू में 2 और 5 के अलावा, उसके अलावा दूसरा कोई भी प्राइम नंबर आ सकता है, एटलीस्ट वन प्राइम. At least one means minimum one prime will be there which will be different from 2 and 5. Is it clear? So with this friends we end this exercise. So hope you have understood all these questions. Finally friends, with the completion of this exercise we also complete this chapter. So thank you friends.
Thank you students for watching this video. To view our more videos, please click on like and subscribe button given below. Thank you.